Hello everyone, I'm going to do a short video on Bollinger Bands, and if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and I'll make this a daily series of one technical indicator a day. So let's get started. So in this video, I want to talk about Bollinger Bands, what type of strategies you can use with them, and B, how to implement them in Python, both manually and using the Pandas TA library. So first things first, what are Bollinger Bands? So if you look at this plot here, you'll notice that there's like a jagged line here. That's the closing price every day. The red line, which is close in value, is a very smooth line. That's a 20 period moving average of the closing price. And then let's just zoom in. You have this lower band and upper bound. So those are two standard deviations below the this moving average line, and this is two standard deviations above and the rolling standard deviations. So usually this strategy is used in two different ways. One, as a mean reversion. So for example, let's say these are your price candles and price hits the lower band. That means like, okay, maybe things are oversold. You can buy here and then you can sell it once it goes back to the middle band, which in this case was back here, which you would have actually done pretty decently. Like this line was about 130, this line was about 120. You would have made a few bucks, right? 130, 120. You would have, maybe you would have lost money. So like one version is to sell when you get to the back to the middle band. There's another version that's more aggressive to sell when you're above this. So this is like the mean reversion type strategy, and it actually works best in a trending market, meaning let's say you have an uptrend, then you would actually buy at the low, and then you sell back when it gets above the middle band or the upper band. Of course, AMD is in the biggest downtrend in history, so it's probably not perfect in this, but still it's useful. The other way people would use it is for breakouts. So let's say like you have you have a period where the bands get very close to each other, meaning it's like low volatility, and it's kind of hard to see an example, but imagine the bands are right close to each other, so it's very low volatility, and that's called the squeeze, where the bands have very low volatility, and then if it breaks above one of the bands, it's like it could be a breakout, and it can lead to like a huge move in either direction, so that's called the squeeze. And I summarized these a lot more in the Medium post that I'll share. So anyways, let's get started with the Python because that's what you guys are here for. So first, let's get data from Yahoo Finance for AMD. So I'll do from Y Finance. Import Y Finance as YF, YF.download, AMD, period equals 5 years. DF, so this is going to be the data frame we're going to use. So look at the data frame. As you see here, it has a little bit of an annoying, multi-index up here. So we just want to get rid of all this crap. So what you can do is you can do df.swap level access equals 1 because we want the column swapped, and you see it swaps the columns. AMD is now on top, so then we can do .amd, and now we get it in a nice format. I can just do df equals that. So now to calculate the Bollinger Bands manually, and we're going to use 20 period for the moving average and 2 standard deviations, which is very common. So I can do df middle band equals df.close, rolling window equals 20 .mean. I also want to do min periods equals 20. I want to have at least 20 periods to calculate the standard deviation. The reason I want to do that is because later when we do Pandas TA, I want it to match. So now the upper band, remember, is the middle band plus 2 standard deviations, which we get by doing, let me separate this. I'll do this STD rolling, I'll call it. And this will be df close dot rolling window 20 min periods 20 standard deviation. So this is a 20 period rolling standard deviation. Another thing to do is, because if you guys remember from statistics, there's a whole make the variance unbiased estimator and that sort of thing. So just to get things to match with Pandas TA, you would do DDOF equals 0. So this will use n degrees of freedom instead of n minus 1. So now that we have this standard deviation rolling, we can have the upper band as 2 times STD rolling, and we can have the lower band as minus 2 times STD rolling. Great. So now that we have the upper, lower, and middle bands, let me just show you guys. As you see, the first 20 values are not computed, but after, you see the middle band is 126. You add about like 11, you get 137, and you subtract 11, you get 114, and that makes sense. So we can plot this with Plotly. So I can do import plotly.express as px. I can do px.line, df, and then y equals close, middle band, upper band, lower band. So this is just to show you a simple plot. This is not a Plotly exercise. So I'm going to show you the little prettier plot. If you guys do want to see Plotly customization, I'm really good with that. So please leave enough comments for it to be worthwhile. But you see, you have like the close, the closing price is this thing. And then the middle band would be like a smoother version, 20 period moving average. The upper band would be above that, 2 standard deviations above, and the lower would be below. Okay, so now let me just show you guys like just a little prettier version of it with like I did some things like I added bands basically like shadows and stuff. So I added this code, so I'll put it in the description. And then I just wanted to show you the last 20 days, including where we're at right now. So where we're at right now is after the analysts' downgrades, AMD crashed again, and now it's below the lower band. So hopefully we get a bounce up here, but that's where we are today. So now the last thing I want to do, I want to show you how to calculate it with Pandas TA, and I want to show you that we can match it. So I can do from Pandas TA import B bands. And to calculate this, you do B bands, and then you give it data frame.close. You do periods equals 20, and then STD equals 2. So then I'll call this DF B bands. So let's see how it looks like. Oh, sorry. I should still call it DF Pandas TA B bands. Long name, but just... So this is with using the library Pandas TA. Oh, and I needed to install Pandas TA. So I would have had to do pip install Pandas TA. Okay, yeah. So, anyways, so now this is the result. So it adds a few more things. It adds 2 things at the end, which will tell you how close you are to the upper or lower bands relatively. But to see that we implemented it correctly, we're going to use the first 3 things, which is basically BBL 5 2.0. That's the lower Bollinger Band. And then BBM 5 2.0, that's the middle band. So we do middle, lower, and let's actually make the order match as we have here. We have middle, upper, and lower. So let's do middle. Upper would be with the U. So we'll have a U here. Okay, so now we have the result like this. It's not it's 20, sorry. If I made a mistake, it's 5. Ah. Oh, sorry, length is 20. Okay, great. So this is what we get from the Pandas TA. To see that it matches the implementation we did, we can do something like this. We can do import numpy as np. We can do numpy np.is close. And then this is what we, this is the Pandas TA one, and then ours is going to be df. We're going to have middle band, upper band, lower band dot values. So you do np.is close. we get false at the beginning because of the missing values. So why don't we just do this? We can do drop NA dot values and then drop NA dot values. The first 20 values are different. So you see they're all true, and to make sure that's the case, I think you do is all. Yeah, all. Okay, so all of them are true, and we implemented it correctly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this short video. The usual strategy is you buy when you go below the lower band, and you sell when you get either to the middle band, or if you're very aggressive, to the upper band. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe, and if you guys want to see a daily video, please leave comments. Otherwise, if you guys are not interested, it's hard to make videos. Thank you.